Hi everyone, welcome to today's speed build. Today I'm bringing you a slightly larger home. It has 2 bedrooms and 1.5 baths. The upstairs has the 2 bedrooms and the full bathroom, and the downstairs has the half bathroom just beside the front door. The second bedroom upstairs is actually decorated as a home office at the moment, but you can switch that up to be whatever you like. If you'd like a nursery or another bedroom, just whatever you need for your Sims. I just had it in my head that this house wasn't particularly child friendly, so I didn't really see maybe like a family living here. Maybe saw a sort of professional couple or maybe roommates, something like that. I don't know, just it didn't strike me as an overly like a family home, if that makes sense, but you can absolutely switch up the decor, that's totally fine. Here we are just doing the roofing and putting on some fencing, I believe, after this. And I use a base game fence, which I don't normally use, but I've been using it quite a lot recently, and I'm actually really enjoying using it. I don't know why I've never used it before, but yeah, I've used it the last couple of builds and I've really quite enjoyed it. It's looked quite nice. And here we are just picking the, the brickwork for the outside of the house. And I realised I've been using this pattern wrong for like the last however many years I've been playing this game. It has 3 sections to it, so you're supposed to do like part 1, then part 2, part 3, so they all follow on from each other rather than just use one of them, which I've been doing for like 10 years or something. And I only figured out recently that that's how you were supposed to do it, and yeah, every day's a school day, I guess. So yeah, now I'm just moving on to put the stucco onto the garage. I haven't done a CFE garage for so long, and I completely forgot that any pattern that isn't plain or vertical doesn't look right on the diagonal walls where you do the terrain leveling. It just warps it all and it looks ridiculous. So I actually had to cut out so much footage because I was on the struggle bus for a very long time, let's just say that. But we got there in the end, and we went with this sort of grey stucco plaster type stuff, and I think it looks quite good with the rest of it, with the white siding there as well as the brick. And just picking out a roof colour, and then we're on to doors and windows. Popping in the garage door there. And I did toy with the idea of using these windows, and I've had them in my game for so long, and I just cannot decide if I like them or not. So every time I try to use them, I back out and use something else, so I think I might just take them out of my game actually. And I go with these windows instead. And the finished house that you'll see in the screenshots will have these windows, but if you download this house, it will come with different windows, because I realised later on in the speed build that these windows have terrible lighting and they make the rooms so dark. I figured out by actually moving a window, and the room like instantly gets brighter, and I'm just like, oh. And then I realised that it's the windows causing the problem, so I do switch them out just so that it's not so dark in your game if you do download this house. I thought they looked good for the pictures and stuff, but for gameplay they are a bit too dark. You need a lot of by debug lighting to make your rooms lighter. But I will leave a link to these original windows if you want to download them yourself and use the by debug lighting instead. I will easily do that for you guys. I'm just picking a door colour here, and I go with a dark brown, I think. And yeah, popping in the rest of the windows and the upstairs floor plan. Now I'm just recolouring all the unaccessible space to be black. I don't know why I do this, but I always do. Any space that your sim can't access or wouldn't normally go, I colour in black. It just kind of shows that it's like not part of the build, if that makes sense. And then finishing off the house siding there. And then I'm moving on to the landscaping. So for this house, I wanted something kind of just not plain, but like sort of tidy, neat, very prim and proper, if that makes sense. So I do put down some stuff, as you'll see just now, but I change it all. My indecisiveness shines like a diamond, and I literally redo it all, and yeah. So here we are putting in the first lot of landscaping, and I just felt it was a bit too messy, unstructured, not the type of vibe I was going for this house. So yeah, I spent quite a while on it, then just bulldoze it and start again, which is not uncommon for me. You should see the footage I've cut out of this, it's insane. There we go, popping in everything that I'm about to undo. And I think we just go for some box hedges and the bushes from Into the Future on the right hand side there, and a birch tree. Is it a birch tree? I think it's a birch tree. Whatever there is on the left hand side of the screen right now, I popped one of those in the bit that I'm working on at the minute. And that just kind of ties it all in, and I'm quite happy with how it turned out actually, considering it's so sort of plain and, you know, linear. I'm quite happy with it, to be honest. It's not really the kind of landscaping that I do. I'm more of a kind of overgrown sort of bushes everywhere, flowers everywhere kind of landscaper, so to have it so neat and tidy and organised is just not like me at all. So this whole house actually was completely out of my comfort zone. But it's nice to give yourself a challenge sometimes, I think. Mixes it up a bit. So there's the bushes from Into the Future, and I try a couple of things in between them, but then I go for this tall grass here. I think that looks really nice. And just getting some fencing on the decking. And then I think we move to the inside. And I absolutely love the downstairs of this house. The floor plan is like all open plan, which I never normally do. I normally like to have like set rooms and stuff, but I did it all open plan and I really love how it turned out. And now you're going to watch me struggle with the stairs, because it took me like ages to figure out that the windows upstairs were the reason I couldn't place the stairs. So I had to go and move the windows, put the stairs in, and then put the windows back. Sims logic, I don't even know. But we got there in the end. And now I'm just putting in some of the by debug lighting. I find this really helpful for building, because some of the in-game lights just aren't bright enough, I don't think. But you can take all these out and put in actual light fittings if you want to, if you download this house. And now we are going on to pick out some flooring, and I go through pretty much every single swatch I have in my game to find the flooring that we use. So I do apologise that you're going to have to watch all of that. I did cut out quite a lot of it, to be fair, so it shouldn't take too long. And we go for a kind of like darkish warm brown colour, which is actually really quite nice. I do quite like the flooring, and then we just recolour the stairs to match. And then I think we're on to wallpaper, and I really love the colour scheme that I go for in this house. It is totally not what I would normally go for. I use a lot of sort of greys, browns, exposed brickwork, and a really sort of deep mustardy yellow accent colour, which I love. It turns out so nice, and I'm so happy with it. For somebody who doesn't normally go with this style or anything, I am super happy with it. I love how it turned out. And there's the explosive brickwork. And just popping in a back door there so you can get out onto the deck. The lot that this house was built on isn't very large, so if you want a bigger backyard, you're going to have to put this onto a bigger lot. I think it's on a 30 by 25 at the moment, so I would suggest putting it onto maybe a 40 by 40 if you want to have a decent sized garden at the back. If your Sims have kids or they want to have lots of outdoor activities or something like that, there isn't a huge amount of space for that on this size lot. Just popping in the garage paintwork. I just go for like a super plain concrete wall, nothing too fancy at all, and getting some decking in there in the front, and it's just a sort of light plain wood just to tie in with the colour of the brickwork outside. And then we're on to the kitchen. I go with these cabinets, and these are custom content cabinets, but I absolutely love them. They are so nice. Like again, this totally is not my style, but I love how this kitchen turned out. Like, it's probably my favourite part of the whole entire build. I just absolutely adore it, to be honest. It's sort of like, I wouldn't say black, but like super dark grey cabinets with the slate worktop and the exposed brick. I just think it looks so nice. And then I pop in these lights from Late Night, I believe. They're probably one of the only like in-game lights that I actually use a lot and that I actually really like. I thought they fitted this kind of vibe really well. And now I'm just recolouring the fridge and everything, popping in a sink, and then I pop in some cabinets on the wall there, and I pop 2 shelves in between these cabinets, and I think it looks really nice. And just recolour those to match, and then put some like kitchen cluttered items on just to fill them out. And I don't know if you saw it super quick there, but I hid the smoke alarm down the back of the cabinet there so that you don't see it on the wall. I don't know if that still works, it might not, so I am so sorry if your house goes on fire, but I thought I would try and hide it. And I'm just getting on some blinds. I go with the ones that came with the Bayside kitchen set, I think these came with, and just recolour those to fit in with the kitchen colour scheme. And we've got a little coffee machine there on the side, and then popping in a little rug. And there's the kitchen clutter items that I put on the shelf there. I just thought I made it look a bit more like kind of lived in, homey, that kind of thing. Cookbooks, jars, etc. Some utensils hanging on the wall there. And that microwave, you can see, does go. I don't know, I think it just is too much. So I do move that, and that whole little nook there becomes like a sort of coffee station, if you like. Just recolouring those. I go for this kind of yellow colour for the coffee machine, so that kind of becomes the accent colour for the build. Popping in the breakfast bar. For a split second I thought, oh no, let's move this forward and have some more room, but no, nope. Completely undid it straight away. It just looked terrible. So we go back to that. And I just move the counters in a little bit. And there we go, recolouring those. And then the bar stools that I pick for this breakfast bar end up being the same yellow colour as the coffee machine, just to tie everything in. Now here we're doing a little sort of entrance way thing, whatever you want to call them, kind of place where you'd sit and take your shoes off or get ready to leave the house, get your coat on, that kind of thing. So we've got like a little bench there, a mirror. I put the burglar alarm there and some artwork on the wall, nothing too fancy. Get a nice little welcome mat outside. And I go and stupidly put a massive painting on this wall, and then don't realise until like later on in the build that I need to put a door in for the bathroom. So like, what was I thinking? Well, I wasn't thinking, but yeah, I had to go and take down my painting and put in a door instead. But it takes me like so long to realise that there is actually no door. I don't know how. Like, I put things in the bathroom before I realised there's no door to get into it. So, yeah. And there's the massive painting. And then we just pop in a rug and recolour that. We just go with this one from university. And then we're pretty much done with the entryway. So we're on to the living room now, and I found in my game I have this L-shaped sofa, which I don't think I've ever used. If I have, it's been maybe once a very long time ago, but I thought it would just be perfect for this build. And I make this sort of like little sort of TV nook, which I think is so cute. And I recolored this chair here to be the same yellow as the bar stools and the coffee machine. And that just kind of ties everything in so nicely. The sofa gets recolored to be like a kind of suede colour, as you can see. A suede texture, as you can see. And then I pop in a lamp with the same colour yellow lampshade, a rug, and some little knickknacks. And then that's pretty much it for the living room area. There's some cushions on the sofa, make it a bit more cozy. And I think I just put some candles and some books on the coffee table there. Yep, there's the candles. And I think I just pop up the same curtains that we had. Yeah, there's the curtains that we had at the entryway there. I just recolor them, make them a little bit different for the living room. And then we are on to the dining area, and I absolutely love this dining table. I don't know why, but it just, to me, it looks like it's sort of maybe like reclaimed wood, sort of rustic, industrial kind of looking, paired with these sort of metal chairs. I just think it's awesome. I love it. Get a plant in the corner there, and some artwork on the wall. And I think that's pretty much it for the dining area. Super basic, but I love it nonetheless. And I put a clock on the wall there. And the burglar alarm. Still haven't realised there's no bathroom door, but never mind. And then I just put a picture on the wall here and take the microwave away. And that's it. A mirror on the wall. And a plant in the corner. I think I used the little, this little snake plant. I love it. It's so cute. And there we go. Pennies dropped. There is no bathroom door. Well done. So the bathroom is nothing fancy at all. It's just a toilet, sink, mirror, a couple of knickknacks. You know, usual bathroomy things. Pop a little mirror above the sink there, and a hand towel, just all the usual things. Laundry hamper. I did put a washing machine and a tumble dryer in the garage if you do like to do laundry, but if not, you can totally remove those. That's absolutely fine. Just getting some knickknacks there on the shelves and some towels. That's pretty much it for the bathroom. Upstairs now, getting in the flooring and the wallpaper, and the debug lighting, and the doors. I remembered the doors for the upstairs. Pat on the back. The upstairs bathroom is literally just a copy and paste of the downstairs bathroom, nothing too fancy at all. The only difference is I make my own shower for this bathroom. You'll see me go through the motions here and do it all, but then I decide that I want it to be on the other side of the bathroom, so I move everything over to the other side, and I fill in a corner of this room where the shower is at the moment. I fill that in and just sort of black it out because I just felt the bathroom was maybe a little bit too big. It could have been a square shorter. So I just made it that little bit there, a little bit smaller. And moved everything over to the opposite side. And that's me doing it now. I also used different windows for the shower. I went with sort of like square glass ones instead. I actually really like how this bathroom turned out. I've never built a shower like this before, but I thought I'd give it a go. And there we are, recolouring the shower windows. And that's pretty much it for the bathroom, to be honest. I think we're just now onto the hallway. The hallway is super basic, nothing fancy in here at all. I just pop a console table here outside the bathroom with a picture or a mirror on the wall. I pop a little bookshelf in the corner on the left hand side, and at the top right I put a lamp and a little chair, just so that you can kind of sit there and read a book if you want, or I don't know, sit there. So just recolouring everything in the hallway, and then I pop down a rug, I think, at the top of the stairs. Yep, there we go. And the bookshelf goes in the corner. I just used the small one there. It was more just to fill space than anything. I never really know what to do with hallways, to be honest. I just feel like I kind of cram them with stuff just for the sake of it. And there's some of these little base game pictures on the wall. I love these two, they're so cute. And now we're on to the bedroom. Just recolouring them. That was where I took the window out and realised that it made the rooms so much brighter. But like I say, I will include the link to those windows if you really do want them. But the download link won't include those windows. I'll also do a full CC list for the build as well, just in case there are some things that don't come with it. I save a lot of my custom content as package files, so they don't transfer with the game. Like if you upload a house with CC that's in package format, it doesn't actually pull through. It has to be installed via the launcher for it to pull through. So I will do a full CC list just in case there's anything in here that I've used that's in package form. And just getting everything in the bedroom recoloured. Bedroom's super simple. Literally just bed, dresser, side tables, a rug. Nothing fancy. Just somewhere to sleep, really. Recolouring the tables again, because I'm never happy. And then I think I just pop in a mirror above the dresser there, and some pictures on the wall, and that's pretty much it, to be honest. And there's the window going back now, and you can see it's already made such a difference to the light there. It's made it so much darker. Recolouring the tables yet again, and then finally adding some curtains. I go for these long looking ones. I think they're custom content. Yeah, they're custom content ones. Just recolouring those to match the bedroom. And then I think we're on to... Oh no, sorry, I'm mistaken. I'm bringing in the brickwork from the bathroom. into the back wall of the bedroom, and then we're on to the office. The office literally has desk, chair, computer, phone, bookcase. You know, nothing fancy, just a space for your Sims to work, play their games, or whatever it is they do. As I said at the beginning, you can absolutely switch this up and make it into a bedroom if you want, or a nursery, or whatever you want for your Sims. I just left it quite basic for that reason. There is a little sofa in there as well, so your Sims could come in here and read a book, or they could come in here and play games on the computer, or they could write a book, whatever they want. And I think we're pretty much done, so I'm just going to leave you here and enjoy the screenshots, and let me know what you think in the comments. Bye guys!